But let's move on from the past, because here we are, 15 years later, trying to beat this guy once more. But this time, I'm green. As we start off, we can try to strategize on this battle since there's a lot more to it than you might realize, because while fighting Mordock, his Bakugan actually has a power to remove a certain amount of G power when he sets down on his card. So the first strategy is to miss. I know it sounds stupid, but it's actually a really good one, as long as you don't miss again, because if you do, well, Mordock just gets the card for free. With that, the real part to think about is how this battle will go. Because if you look at my first attempt, I actually had to reset because I lost the first battle, which is detrimental to winning this whole thing. You might think I'm exaggerating, but let's go over how we need this to go and what actually happened that led me to winning. The first turns, I didn't really take my own advice about the whole G-Power thing, which is not great, but again, I am a moron, so what can I really say? Even with a slight advantage on me though, the first fight went pretty well since we weren't super far apart in power, but with Mordock not having an ability card, I can use mine to basically put me on top, which is just the norm. As for what routes we need to take, we do get a break on how we can get more G-Power, since breaking a crystal as shown on the screen and moving towards this jump pad that's lower to the floor, we can basically power up as much as we need to. But before you think it's going to be a sweep just because of that, that's really wrong, because this fight is going to be a back and forth match. You're going to win some, but you're definitely going to lose some. Trust me when I say don't feel too down about losing any of the fights. All you can really do is try your best and hope to be lucky, because on the second and fourth turn is where Mordock gets to use his cards. So by winning the first card, you basically start taking turns winning, which is pretty good since it can leave you to winning first rather than losing most of the time. I'm saying most of this stuff because all of this happened during the fight. I lost the second fight to Mordock, mostly because of the stupid ability card that quote-unquote randomizes the point distribution, which is absolute bullshit, but it's fine to tank the loss. The third fight was a timing battle, which is always a blast to me. I love this minigame, it just never lets me down, but I still had a big point difference between the both of us, which is where the ability card comes in clutch. The fourth round was another loss, but here's where tanking another one is going to come in big time, because Mordock just pumps his Bakugan full of everything he has when it comes to ability cards. I was equally as dumb, doing the same thing to Leonidas, because I wanted to be over with the fight, but just don't do that. With the final fight, I had ended up having a bigger power advantage along with an amazing ability card, and with a great minigame like metal shooting, I fucking destroyed this kid. I shat on his chest and disposed of the body. It was amazing. I'm kidding, but no, really. With that, I was able to beat Mordock and finally beat the game for the fourth time in my life. I've never felt prouder of myself. But that's not where it really stops, because we still have a bit of stuff to go through, so don't leave just yet, because this wasn't a beating Bakugan video, this is 100%ing, so let's get to the last parts. Also, I just want to apologize real quick before I move on, because a bit of the next footage is all in 16:9, so it's going to look a little bit wonky compared to what I had it at, but it will fix after a bit. So, what's first on the agenda? Well, we can start off with one of the more easy